The 12 Jyotirlings of Lord Shiva. Hindus consider Lord Shiva to be the universe's creator and supreme deity. According to legend, Lord Brahma and Vishnu engaged in combat long ago to determine who was superior to the other. Shiva materialized before them as a massive light pillar. Brahma climbed above and Vishnu went downwards to find the ends of this brilliant pillar. While Brahma decided to deceive, Vishnu chose to accept defeat after failing to find the solution. When Shiva came out of the pillar, he complimented Vishnu for his piety and cursed Brahma, saying that he would not be revered until the end of time. We call this shining pillar Jyotirling. Adi Shankaracharya, an Indian saint who brought back Hinduism in the 8th century CE, listed the 12 most significant Jyotirlings in his Dwadasha Jyotirling Stotram, which is spread throughout India. This is a comprehensive guide to Shiva's 12 Jyotirling temples. Somnath Temple, Gujarat. The most revered of all the Jyotirlings is Somnath, which is situated close to Veeraval, Gujarat. It bears the name of the moon, Soma, who turned to Shiva in order to lift the curse that his father-in-law, Daksha, had placed upon him. The town is also known as Prabhas because the moon regained its light after receiving Shiva's blessings. The moon first constructed the first Somnath temple in pure gold. Ravana then restored it in silver, Krishna in sandalwood, and Bhimdev in stone. Thereafter, during the Middle Ages, attackers repeatedly plundered this temple. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first Indian president, dedicated the newest temple, which is constructed of reddish-yellow stones, in 1951. When one sees the massive Arabian Sea waves crashing against the fortified walls of the Somnath temple, they can experience pure bliss. Veeraval has excellent road and rail connections to all of India's major cities. It is forbidden to enter the sanctorum and touch the linga, however using a mechanical device, one is still permitted to offer Ganga water on it. You have to put your bags, cameras, cell phones, and other items in the locker at the entrance. Don't miss the legendary 1-hour light and sound performance in the evening at 7:45 p.m. if you are staying here for the night. Mallikarjun Temple, Srisailam, Andhra Pradesh. Known as Kashi of the South, Srisailam, Andhra Pradesh is home to Mallikarjun Swami, the second Jyotirling of Shiva. It is situated in the hill forests of Nalamala, at the banks of the Krishna River, approximately 215 kilometers from Hyderabad. According to legend, Kartikeya was upset because his younger brother Ganesha was getting married before him, so Shiva and Parvati descended to this location to calm him down. The principal deities of the massive fort-like temple complex are Mallikarjun Swami and Bharmaramba Devi. Other notable sites in the region are the Srisailam Dham, Sakshi Ganesh, Istakmeshwari Temple, Panchamthams, and Sikharam. The monsoon season, when the forests are lush and provide breathtaking views, is the ideal time of year to visit Srisailam. Mahakaleshwar Jyotirling, Ujjain. The most significant temple in Ujjain is the Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlingan Temple. Unlike other Jyotirlings where lingas are erected, this one is Dakshin Murti Swayambhu, self-manifested, meaning it receives strength from within. While the Nagchandreshwara Linga, located on the third story, is only open on the day of Nagpanchami, the Omkareshwar Linga, located on the first floor, is open to tourists year-round. The temple contains more than 100 little shrines dedicated to different gods. Inside the temple complex, there is a vast body of water called Koti Tirtha. It is said to contain celestial water, and devotees are expected to immerse in it. Should you be an early riser, you may also take part in the Bhasma Aarti, which happens at Subah ke 4 baje. However, a day's notice is needed to secure a pass. The temple provides free prasad and has its own dharamshala. The Mahakaleshwar temple is located only 2 kilometers from Ujjain's bus stop and train station. Omkareshwar, Madhya Pradesh. Omkareshwar Jyotirling is located in Madhya Pradesh, some 80 kilometers from Indore, on the Om-shaped island of Mandhata on the Narmada River. On the mainland, there is another Jyotirling temple called Mamleshwar. This Jyotirling's mythology describes how sage Agastya smashes the ego of the powerful Vindhya mountain, which was granted a blessing by Shiva. The magnificent 3-story Omkareshwar temple is held up by enormous pillars composed of granite stone with elaborate carvings. The massive Omkareshwar Dam, which is visible from two bridges between Mandhata Island and the mainland, is impossible to miss. Many devotees also walk the 5 kilometers around the island of Mandhata. Along the way, there are several shrines. The closest transit hub is Indore, and the closest train station is located on Omkareshwar Road. One should remain in Indore because, except from lodging in the Omkareshwar temple itself, there aren't many regular motels. Bajanath, this is the most contentious Jyotirling since the people of 3 different Indian locations swear that this Jyotirling is kept in their temple. After performing a tremendous penance, Ravana presented Shiva his heads. Shiva appears before him as he is ready to cut off his 10th head and offers him a Jyotirling that he can take to Lanka without setting down on any land along the way. But Ganesha tricks him, and the linga is placed in the same spot. The first one is in Deoghar, Bihar, and is part of a massive complex that houses 22 temples dedicated to various deities, including Shiva. The closest train station, located 7 kilometers distant on the Patna-Howrah route, is Jaisiri. The second, Parli Vajanath, next to Latur, Maharashtra, was built in the traditional Maratha style of construction by Rani Ahilya Bai Holkar, which accounts for its fort-like look. The third Nagra-style temple dates back a millennium and is located in Baijnath town, which is in the Dhauladhar range in western Himalaya in the state of Himachal Pradesh. If you enjoy taking in expansive, hilly scenery, consider taking the Pathankot Heritage Toy Train. In honor of Ravana, the inhabitants of Baijnath refrain from celebrating Dussehra. Bhimashankar, Maharashtra, situated 110 kilometers from Pune, amid the hills of the Sahyadri range of Maharashtra, lies Bhimashankar, the 6th Jyotirling of Shiva. The main tributary of the Krishna river, the Bhima river, also rises from this location. The black stones of the Maratha-style temple are used. The sanctorum is open to anyone, and touching the Jyotirling is permitted. This Jyotirling's legend goes as follows. Shiva assumed a fierce shape, vanquished the tyrannical demon Bhima, the son of Kumbhkarna, and continued to exist here in the guise of a Jyotirling. The surroundings are incredibly picturesque, with the nearby peak known as Nagfani offering particularly striking beauty. There are plenty of state buses that leave Pune every 30 minutes, so connectivity is not an issue. Trekkers, heaven is the remaining 8 kilometers from Khandas village, which is close to Karjat. Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, located in the Tamil Nadu state of India. Rameshwaram is a small town on the Pamban island. After Ravana kidnapped Sita, Lord Rama constructed a bridge to carry on a war against him all the way to Sri Lanka. The 2 Jyotirlings at the Dravidian-styled Ramanathaswamy temple are one created by Lord Rama and the other carried from Kashi by Hanuman. The latter is a duplicate of the Kashi Vishwanath Jyotirling. One of the temple's customs states that before paying respect to the Jyotirling, worshippers are supposed to take a bath in one of the 22 water features within the complex. The Kothandaramaswamy temple, where Rama and Vibhishana first met, is another significant monument in Rameshwaram. There are many captivating locations in Rameshwaram, including Pamban Bridge, Agni Tirtham, Gandhamathan Parvat, Rama Tirath, and Lakshman Tirath. In addition to direct trains from Chennai, Madurai, and Kanyakumari, this island can also be accessible by road. Nageshwar, Gujarat. Situated in Gujarat, Nageshwar Jyotirling temple is 18 kilometers away from Dwarka, one of the top 7 Hindu holy towns in India. According to a story found in the Shiv Purana, Shiva, in his Nageshwar form, a body covered in serpents, defeated the demon Daruka and his army in order to free his imprisoned devotee Supriya. Dakshinamurti is the idol within the pink stone temple. Only those dressed traditionally are permitted to enter the sanctorum and perform abhishek on this linga with the assistance of the local priest. Viewed from a distance, the complex of temples include a massive statue of a sitting Shiva. Beneath a massive peepal tree in the temple compound is a statue dedicated to Shani. To get to this temple, you can hire cabs and auto rickshaws in addition to the city's sightseeing buses. This Jyotirling is likewise in question, same as Baijnath. 2 further temples are reportedly contenders, Jageshwar in Almora, Uttarakhand, and Nagnath in Ondha, Maharashtra. Kashi Vishwanath Temple, the sacred city of Kashi, Varanasi, is home to this Jyotirling. Despite being ranked 9th on the Dwadasha Jyotirling Stotram, this Jyotirling is likely the most significant. This shrine has been visited by all of the major saints, including Goswami Tulsidas, Adi Shanakaracharya, Guru Nanak, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, Swami Vivekanand, and Saint Kabir. Despite numerous invasions and raids, the temple has consistently been rebuilt. Maheshwar's queen Ahilyabai Holkar renovated the current Kashi Vishwanath temple. In the 18th century, Raja Ranjit Singh painted gold on the temple's two domes. Nearly 5,000 people attend the temple every day, and on some major occasions like Mahashivratri, that number rises to 2,000. Mobile phones and cameras must be left outside the temple due to stringent security measures. You can stroll through the well-known Kashi tiny lanes on your way to this temple. Don't miss the assortment of food options and various trinkets available for purchase. Trambakeshwar, Maharashtra. Trambakeshwar, a holy temple town close to Nasik in Maharashtra, is situated on the banks of the Godavari River. Every 12 years, one of the 4 Hindu cities hosts the Kumbh Mela. According to the Trambakeshwar tradition, Gautam Rishi and his wife Ahilya's tremendous penance was witnessed by all 3 crore Hindu deities, including Shiva. In addition to bestowing a Jyotirling, Shiva also let loose a Ganga stream from his hair locks, which is today referred to as Godavari or the Ganga of the South. Furthermore, this is the place where Saint Nivrittinath took Samadhi. Another Nath sect guru, Guru Gorakhnath, meditated in a cave close to Trambakeshwar's hills. At the location where Rama is supposed to have carried out his forefathers' Shraddh rite, a temple has also been built. In addition to the temple, Kushavarta, a large water tank in the town center and a significant landmark, is worth seeing. Since there are so many trees in the area, genuine Rudraksh is marketed here. The best mode of transportation is the bus. Every 30 minutes, they depart from the Nasik CBS bus station. Kedarnath, Uttarakhand. Of all the Jyotirlings, Kedarnath is the highest and farthest away. King Kedar, who ruled here during Satyuga, is honored by the temple's name. The Rudraprayag district of Uttarakhand contains the temple, which is located at an elevation of 3,583 meters in the Himalaya. Due to harsh weather, it is only accessible for 6 months out of the year as one of the Char Dham Yatra sites. Kedarnath is not accessible by car. Instead, visitors must ride a horse or hike 14 kilometers from Gaurikund to the temple. Helicopter travel is the alternate route. Surrounding the temple are towering ice-capped peaks that provide for an aesthetically pleasing hike. It is reported that the Pandavas performed penance here following the Mahabharat war. A shrine is devoted to Adi Shankaracharya, who is believed to have attained Samadhi here and resurrected Hinduism around the year 800 CE. It is now required for devotees to obtain permission before visiting this Jyotirling following the 2013 severe rains. Grishneshwar, Aurangabad. Located in the Verul village close to Ellora Caves, Grishneshwar temple is 11 km from Daulatabad and 30 km from Aurangabad in Maharashtra. A legend states that Shiva, moved by Ghushama's selfless devotion, brought her son back to life after Sudeha, her own sister, had slain him. With its crimson and black stone carving, this Maratha-style temple is incredibly magnificent. Stunning and complex carvings adorn the walls of the shrine. With the exception of holidays and auspicious days, Grishneshwar temple is one of the most isolated Jyotirlings in the interior of Maharashtra, receiving very few visitors. This is the greatest Jyotirling to perform a puja in tranquility because there aren't any big crowds here. This temple is close to a number of important historical sites, including the Ellora Caves, Aurangzeb's tomb, Daulatabad Fort, and Shahji Raje's Samadhi. The most convenient method to get here is from Aurangabad by taxi.